The 100-degree rule, or the rule of 100. The first time I heard of the mentioning of the 100-degree rule was back about 20 years ago on the water skiing and wakeboarding forums. And to oversimplify and to summarize, the 100-degree rule is when the sum of the air temperature and the water temperature is 100 degrees or more, then you're good to go. So, and this is pertaining to mostly like water sports or water activities where you may possibly end up in the water. And so you definitely want to prepare with extra protection and safeties and thicker wetsuit if you are below the 100-degree rule. And you know, it's going to be depending on what activity you're doing, the person you are, your tolerances, you know, various different things. And right now in December in Lake Powell area, we are in that 100-degree rule area, or even 110 degrees, which is even a bit safer because the air temperatures are a high of the low 50s or right at 50, and the water temperature is about, you know, about the same as well, mid 50s, high 50s. And so I remember last year I went with a group of friends to do a Christmas kind of themed run out on Lake Powell, going to a few different slot canyons. And some of those friends came from Phoenix, and you know, some of us were even in 3mm wetsuits. And you know, they took it like a champ. It was a bit cold because they hadn't acclimated, you know, coming from Phoenix and directly to here. But we all had a great time. And so that's one thing that can definitely help, is continuing to go on Lake Powell and enjoying water sports and acclimating yourself as the water slowly drops. But one of the rules that I use personally in regards to wetsuits and the thickness and what kind of wetsuit you're going to be wearing is, if you have it on dry like I am now and you're a little bit uncomfortably warm, then that's going to be perfect. That's what I've found to be perfect for here at Lake Powell, and the water temperatures and the air temperatures and things like that. And right now I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the hood off. So as soon as I get this hood on, you know, it's going to close the top on this baking heating oven that I'm wearing, especially on a nice sunny, clear, calm day like this. So I typically throughout the winter will go on sunny, calm days unless I'm just like, I really just got the bug and I want to go out and ride. I've even gone out on a day where there's a little bit of hail once in the past, but most of the time I go out on days like this where it's sunny, calm, and that sun just bakes the wetsuit. And once you get everything zipped up and cinched up and the hood on, you'll be dying to get in that water. And that, for me, is a sign that I've got the perfect amount of neoprene on for the conditions. And then, you know, I do other things to protect myself for preparedness and safety. I always have my cell phone along. I have GPS tracking that my family can follow. When I get back, I call my family and let them know I've got back safe and sound. And I generally try to stay close to the shore, maybe not close to where I started from all the time, but you know, riding closer to the shore so that you can swim back to shore is always a good idea. So taking various precautions, especially when you're riding solo during the winter. And hopefully, you know, as each season, each year progresses, I can convince more people to join me, and they can realize that continuing to go on Lake Powell, November, December, January and on is not as bad as you might think. Growing up, I was one of those people that was the first ones to complain that it was cold and one of the last ones to complain that it was hot. So if someone like me can jump in this water and go year round, I bet nearly anyone could. So give it a try. And that's one of the conveniences of owning an e-surf craft like an eFoil, is the convenience to be able to go whenever, wherever you want, even solo. Living life to the foilist. Woohoo! This video and topic may have come unexpectedly, as it falls in between the 4 videos that I originally had planned on the subject of the underestimated performance of the Wetsuit Flyer 1 series, especially with the upgrades to the wings and the prop. but I wanted to post it now versus later because I was worried that it might no longer be December if I waited to post it after all 4 of those videos were finished. And being as it's Christmas and end of year and holidays and various projects, here it is now as an interlude or intermission, you could say. And we'll continue with the last remaining 2 of the 4 videos, and then after that, my experiences with the Waydo Flyer Evo. All right. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, live life to the fullest, and all the rest of the good stuff.